Approximately 76 million years ago, in the North American area we now know as Utah, there roamed a mid-sized ceratopsian known as Kosmoceratops. Now, 76 million years later, the company known as Haolonggood has recreated that species. Hello, and welcome to Ruckosaurus Rex, the channel where we review and discuss all things dinosaur and other prehistoric animals. How you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. Let's jump right into it. You see what we got before you. By Haolonggood, we have the Kosmoceratops 1/35 scale right for you. And as always with Haolonggood, they produce their models in two different color schemes. And you see we've got a green and a red. That seems to be Haolonggood's motif there. Different shades of green, different shades of red are the two palettes, that they seem to always revert to. So, yep, it is what it is. Anyway, you see the packaging. We have that there on the front there. We have it also on the other side at the top. We have some illustrations of other models that Haolonggood has put out. This is nowhere near as many as they put out, but this is one of their smaller models, as Kosmoceratops was not a large ceratopsian. It was more small to mid-size, coming in at 15 feet long. So let's see what our Kosmoceratops looks like. And it's, as I stated, a pretty small, little cute model, as it were. But as cute as it is indeed in scale. This model measures about 5 inches long, and when you do your calculations, your estimates for the 1/35 scale, it comes out to 14.6. I've rounded it up. 14.6 feet is what it would have represented if this were a living creature. So very nice. You see we've got the reddish version there, and yeah, it's a very, very nice looking model. We'll take a closer look because, as always with ceratopsians, their skulls, their frills are the highlight of whatever species we're talking about. Looking at our Cosmo close up, once again looking at that skull, getting it in just a little bit closer. I could say we'll start off the eye. The eyes are basically just all black. Looking at the front, always need to get that visage from the front there. Looking at the frill, you see that it has spikes that curl over, curl forward. They are basically like a brownish black or charcoal gray. It's really difficult to discern. It looks more brown as I'm seeing it matched up against the rest of the frill. The fenestra in the frill, you see it's got like a bluish hue with brown stripes, if you want to call them that, in the middle of all of that. And when you look from the sides there, you see that the brow horns are also that brownish color, real dark, but then it blends into a more reddish type of finish there at the tips, similar to the base color of the model itself. Looking at the profile, you see the nasal protrusion is a boss as opposed to a nasal horn. And going down to the beak is also that dark brownish type of color, and you got that for both the beak, the upper and lower beak, and the lower jaw, you see, is kind of like a beige kind of color, as opposed to the skull itself. The majority of the skull itself is that red type of hue. And that, of course, goes for the rear of the frill. The rest of the model is got that basic reddish type of color. And when you get it melts to that kind of beige for the belly and the underbelly. As you can see, the forelimbs is basically that red with some wash. It lightens up when you look at the back there, close to what we'll call the elbow of that forelimb. It has the four toes for the forelimbs, and the claws are painted black. Then when you go to the rear, it's very similar. The front portions of the hind limb is that reddish color, but then when you look at the back there, you've got nice wrinkles and things of that nature, showing that that left rear is stepping forward. And there's a slight wash that subtly brings out any of the musculature and the scalation and things of that nature. Go down the foot part, both with the hind limbs and the forelimbs, they get darker, and of course the hind limbs have they have the four toes painted black, and looking at the top, that reddish base that I spoke of, it you have that, and then you've got striping, black striping, or probably really, really, really dark brown, if I were to hazard a guess as to what it was, going, bleeding on either side of the model. And the same, it maintains that going down the tail, and you still have that, the underside is that beige color. Looking down below, it does have a cloaca. As small as this is, that's really nice. You've got the top right down the spines there. You've got scoots going along the spinal column. You should be able to see very subtle, but they are there. Other side, more of the same. That right hind limb pushing off. You see some nice musculature and stretching going on back there. Very, very nice. And then, of course, ending with that skull again. So a very nice model here. Kosmoceratops. Haolonggood doesn't skimp on ceratopsians, as they've released a few. They're very good with their herbivore species, and they really are doing their thing, especially when it comes to ceratopsians. So our little Cosmo here has a lot of company, and it looks like he is going to have a bit more. We're going to start our comparisons off with the Kosmoceratops. Very nice. They look great together, even though the Kosmoceratops, Haolonggood, they're getting better now with the accuracy of their scales, but a short while ago, as in last year, the first half of last year, and maybe in 2022 even, they were kind of all over the place with their scale. Next up, we have the boss, Pachyrhinosaurus. And finally, we have also by Haolonggood, their Pentaceratops. And you saw I was just incrementally going further up in size. You see how, compared to the Pentaceratops, how dainty our Kosmoceratops looks. Now, Pentaceratops from Haolonggood is also oversized, as this Pentaceratops looks like it's around the size of what a Triceratops would be, but as prodigious as their skulls were, they were about 6, 7, 8 feet smaller than a Triceratops. And if you want to see what a 15-foot long animal looks like next to a human being, here we have our 1/35th scale human, aka Ian Malcolm. So in conclusion, the Haolonggood 1/35 scale Kosmoceratops, very nice model. It's pretty dainty, but then again, they're keeping it real with the scalation at 135 scale. This is the right size for this model, about 5 inches. That does equate to 14.6 feet long, which is right there where this species size range was. So it's all good, and definitely will fit into your anyone's 135 scale setup, displays, what have you, especially if you are really big on accuracy and wanting to keep everything at that scale so that everything is accurate size wise with one another. It definitely works out. The colors, this is the red one. It comes in 2 different colors, green and red, a variation of green, a variation of red. That seems to be the 2 schemes that Haolonggood sticks to. The skull, the frill, beautiful. It's got that blue tint to the fenestra part of the skull. Very, very nice. The boss, the brown horns, painted very nicely. This is a nice figure. Excuse me, I said figure. I should say model. Anyway, I guess it really doesn't matter. We know what it is, don't we? Anyhow, pretty good. Haolonggood is definitely building up their ceratopsian lineup. In fact, our next review will be another ceratopsian by Haolonggood. You guys probably already know what it is. It's been out for a few weeks now. So you guys probably already aware of it, but we will tackle that next. And until that time, what you guys can do is go down below in the comment section, tell me what you think about this particular model, this particular species. What do you think? Haolonggood doing their thing? What can they prove upon? You think they're on the come up? They're definitely giving the likes of PNSO a run for their money, for sure. Give a thumbs up while you're there. Subscribe if you have not done so. We're marching towards I believe, 400. We're trying to get to 400. So yes. So help the channel, help a brother out. Definitely hit that bell if you want to be notified the next time I upload a video, and notified you shall be. So until next time, like I said, we're going to be checking out another ceratopsian. Stick around for that. And until that time, guys, thanks and peace out.